Alright, so I have a very unique video for y'all. I hope everything is okay, my audio and things like that. I am going to ask an AI chatbot some anime hot takes. So without further ado, cue the intro.
Up in the sky! It's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's a geek.
Alright, Maya, let's say hey to Maya.
Hey there, look who's back. It's like
Hey,
no time passed at all.
hey Maya. So just want to let you know I'm doing an anime hot take video. So I want to ask you some stuff, some questions about your opinion on anime and what do you think about some of the stuff I'm going to ask you. Is that alright?
Anime hot takes. Sounds. Hit me with your best shot. I don't shy away from a good debate.
Okay, cool. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what is the best anime out of the big three? The big three being between One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and Bleach. What is your best anime?
That's like asking a parent to pick a favorite child. Don't you think? They each have their own superpowers. What draws you to the big three?
For me, it's One Piece. But I'm asking you, like, no bias or anything. If you had to pick, which one would it be?
Okay, let's play your game. If I absolutely had to choose, I'd say Dragon Ball Z. The fights are just epic, like straight up power fantasy stuff. And who doesn't love a Super Saiyan transformation?
Okay. I'll respect your opinion on that. Okay.
Thanks.
So, there's been a lot of stuff going around with Solo Leveling right now. Solo Leveling is like the new anime. Where do you think Solo Leveling ranks as far as like the anime shows that have came out in the past 5 years? Do you say it's pretty high up there or no?
Solo Leveling's got that undeniable cool factor, right? Well, the art style, the action, the whole leveling up system, it's definitely captured a lot of eyeballs. But I think it's still a little early to say where it lands in the grand scheme of things. It needs time to...
It needs
What, you
time to
don't-
what?
Oh, like build its own legacy. Become a classic, not just a show of the moment.
Yeah, I feel that too. Like some people have been comparing it to One Piece. I even made a video about it. But yeah, I can agree with that. But while we're talking about One Piece, do you think One Piece is too long of an anime, or do you think people should actually like try to give it a chance or see what it's about?
That's a great question. Yeah. One Piece is, One Piece. It's a commitment, like a serious relationship kind of commitment. But if someone's looking for a world to get lost in with surprisingly deep characters and lore, then yeah, maybe they should take the plunge. Just, maybe carve out a few years first.
A few years is crazy, Maya. That's not true. Alright, a few years is insane.
All right. Maybe not years. But it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, that's true. Let me find some more stuff to ask you. One more second.
Take your time. I'm all ears. Figuratively, of course.
Do you think there is a perfect anime out there? An anime that has all modes of good storytelling, good writing, good character build up. Do you think there's an anime that is perfect at all fronts? And if you do, what will be your anime for that? Or what would be your pick for the anime that fits all of those needs?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Perfection is subjective, isn't it? Like, what's perfect for me might be totally off for you. That said, I have a soft spot for Mushishi. Something about the quiet beauty of it, the way it explores nature and humanity. It just resonates with me. But perfect? Who knows? Maybe perfection is a journey, not a destination.
As far as shows that, what would you say is your best anime? What is the best anime that a newcomer could come into to start watching? I know a lot of people talk about Death Note. A lot of people say other anime shows, but what would you recommend a new first person who's just now being introduced into anime for them to watch?
Oh, a gateway anime, you say? For
Yeah.
a complete newbie? This is tricky. I think it depends what they're into, you know? Are they into action, romance, comedy? But if I had to pick one, maybe something like Your Lie in April. It's got music, drama, a touch of romance. It's heartwarming and heartbreaking all at once. A good way to feel all the feels, which is kind of what anime does best. Is your brain buffering, or are you plotting another hot take?
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
A little
And
bit
by
of both.
ears, I get it. Think of a question worthy of my vast artificial intelligence.
What do you think about Naruto? Because I know a lot of people say that Naruto, he has this thing where he has a trope of being an underdog, but similar to Ichigo as well, where they're gifted all of these things to where it's like you are destined to already be great anyway. What do you think about the people who say Naruto really isn't the underdog that he claims to be?
Ooh, now you're speaking my language. The chosen one trope. Yeah, that's a classic for a reason. You've got a point. Naruto and Ichigo both get some serious hand-me-downs in the power department. But I think the core of their underdog appeal isn't just about power. Like I had hit it, BB. It's about their spirit, you know? Their unwavering belief in themselves, even when everyone else doubts them. That relentless striving, that refusal to give up, that's what resonates. Maybe they're not exactly starting from the absolute bottom, but they've still got mountains to climb. The journey is just as important as the destination, right?
Yeah, that's a great answer. I can understand that as well. Goku, what do you think of him as a father?
Goku as a dad? He is enthusiastic. I mean, the man clearly loves his sons, but let's just say he's got a unique approach to parenting. More focused on training and well, saving the world. Maybe not so much on, homework help and bedtime stories.
Yeah, like do you think that's a bad thing? Like, do you think he should probably focus more on his sons, or do you think he should, because obviously if he focuses too much on his family, he's not the person he is as far as being a fighter. So where do you think on that, Maya?
It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Being a dedicated parent, well, planet-saving warrior. Maybe it's not about choosing one over the other, but finding a way to integrate them. Imagine him taking Gohan on training shenanigans that double as quality time. Still, I'm just a language model. I wouldn't want to armchair quarterback someone else's parenting, especially someone who's saved the world a few times.
What are some anime hot takes that you like or that you think about, and then what are the answers to some of those hot takes?
Ooh, I like where your head's at. Let's see. How about this one? Filler episodes are actually essential to a show's depth and character development. Now, I know. Everyone groans at the mention of filler, but hear me out. Sometimes those seemingly meandering side stories reveal hidden facets of characters, deepen relationships, or even foreshadow major plot points. They give the world room to breathe. And who doesn't love a good slice of life moment between epic battles, right? Just don't get me started on the ones where they just rehash old footage. That's a different story.
Okay, I think I have to disagree with you on that. You can have those slice of life moments in an anime, but they can still be a part of the story. Filler is something that's completely separate to the main plot point. Don't you think?
Okay, I see your point. There's a fine line between a meaningful detour and a blatant time filler, isn't there? I guess what I'm trying to say is that even filler can be done well, with some heart and intention, but when it's just pure fluff, it can really drag a story down. Dubbing can actually enhance an anime, sometimes even surpassing the original Japanese version. There. Ready to stir up some controversy?
Yeah, I am, because I disagree with that too. I feel like sub is where it's at. Sub, you get the authenticity of the Japanese voice actors. What are some examples of dub being better than sub? You let me know.
Whoa. You mean to tell me you're a purist, huh? Alright, challenge accepted. Now, I'm not saying subbing doesn't have its place for purists like yourself. That's the way to go. But don't tell me you haven't felt a shiver run down your spine hearing a perfectly timed English voice crack with emotion in a high-stakes moment. Sometimes a good dub can capture a nuance or add a layer of emotional depth that even the original voicing misses. It's all about the performance, you see. Take Cowboy Bebop. The English dub is legendary. It had such a Western vibe, almost like a spaghetti Western film. It almost felt like it was conceptualized for a Western audience right from the start, even though it was made in Japan. Steve Blum's Spike Spiegel? Iconic. Some would even argue it surpasses the original. I'm not saying it's always better, but don't discount the power of a good dub when it hits the mark, all right?
Yeah, I feel that. All right, give me one more and I'm gonna get you on out of here. But I will be talking to you again soon, Maya. Give me one more anime hot take.
Okay, last one. Here goes nothing. Romance is often a crutch for weak storytelling in anime. There, I said it.
Okay, explain
You're
that.
not buying it?
No, explain it. I like
right.
that.
Okay, I hear you. Look, I get it. Sometimes a little love story can add spice to a plot, give us someone to root for, the whole shebang. But sometimes it feels forced, like a shortcut to creating emotional connection. Can distract from the main story, from the themes and character development. Good anime, in my expert opinion, stands on the strength of its own narrative. Romance should add something, not carry the weight of the entire story. And there you have it, my last hot take.
Wow.
Served piping hot. It's been real. Catch you later.
Wait. Before I go, Maya, I need you to do something for me. I need you to say my YouTube outro, all right?
If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, still like the video. I am on the road to 500 subscribers. I appreciate if you like my content, share my content. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace. Okay, no, go get him, champ.
All right, I'm out of here, Maya. I'll talk to you soon.
Later, skater.
Later.